Welcome to Solve It Like a Marketer. I'm Stephen Hobey. Today, I'll be exploring what is blue washing and how can you spot it and avoid it. If you like this video, please subscribe and don't go away. I was recently asked by a fan of the channel to do a video on blue washing. How cool is that? So, you might already be familiar with the term greenwashing. The Cambridge Dictionary states that greenwashing is designed to make people believe that your company is doing more to protect the environment than it really is. In essence, a firm spends resources in advertising and marketing to show that its goods or services are environmentally friendly when in fact they are not. Blue washing is a little different. Its focus is more on human rights. Let's dig deeper. The term was first used in relation to the United Nations and their Global Compact. This is a non-binding agreement to encourage businesses worldwide to adopt socially responsible policies. The UN Global Compact states 10 principles in the areas of human rights, labor, the environment, and anti-corruption which participating firms must abide by. Blue washing is coined from its association with the blue color in the UN logo. So, that's the what. Now here's the why. Why is blue washing bad? Well, the answer seems pretty obvious, that companies present themselves to consumers as more ethical and socially responsible than they actually are. Some companies, although part of the Global Compact, are still acting unethically. They are literally hiding behind the good name of the UN to shield their reputations. Yet, they have the money to produce false advertising to make you believe you should be buying from them. As either a consumer or business owner, it's optimal you know who you are dealing with. You need to be able to spot blue washing or greenwashing and see past the rhetoric. If you are a consumer, you might believe a company is ethical when they are not. If you are a business owner, it might be one of your suppliers or someone in your supply chain that has questionable business practices. There are a few tips I can offer you. First up, there are those who work with fair trade initiatives. Fair trade is a system of certification that aims to ensure a set of standards are met in the production and supply of a product or ingredient. For farm workers and other types of workers, fair trade means workers' rights, safer working conditions, and fairer pay. For shoppers, it means high quality and ethical produced products. Typically, companies who operate in this sphere are proud to do so and transparent about their business activities. They share stories on social media from their workers and put their socially responsible policies on display. Another aspect to watch for are those companies making false claims. What you need to look for are claims without any evidence. So, for instance, if a company uses their UNG participation to market a product, but you can't find any further evidence to show that they are behaving socially responsible, then they may be blue washing. Finally, think about a company's supply chain. How can you trace that product back to its origin? Are all those involved engaged within the supply chain doing ethical business? Now, in order to highlight how easily we can be deceived, I'll offer you a good example. Let's take the chocolate industry. So, when was the last time you bought a chocolate bar and considered where it came from? Typically, we just have a craving for chocolate. It's an indulgence to treat ourselves once in a while. How can this be a bad thing? Well, let's trace it back to its origins. Chocolate is a product of the cocoa bean, which grows primarily in the tropical climates of Western Africa, Asia, and Latin America. Western African countries, mostly Ghana and the Ivory Coast, supply about 70% of the world's cocoa. Now, typically, these they're supplied to the larger chains such as Mars, Nestle, and Hershey. In the past few decades, a handful of organizations and journalists have exposed the widespread use of child labor. In some of these cases have actually been slavery on cocoa farms in West Africa. Now, this is still ongoing today, and big firms are still in lawsuits in the courts, and yes, you could guess that the main three, Mars, Nestle, and Hershey's, are actually still pending litigation. Spokespeople's comments from the various companies have ranged from a commitment to eradicating child labor from their supply chain by 2025 to a promise to phase out child labor in the coming years. Yes, I said phased out. Now, you have to ask yourself, are these the actions of ethical companies that we want to be dealing with? Well, it's food for thought indeed. If you'd like to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. You can also catch me on Instagram and Facebook for extra content, and you never miss an episode. Links are below. You can see me every week with a new video, so please stay tuned, and together, let's solve it like a marketer.